When was the last time you said thank you? Go ahead. Tell me. When was the last time you said thank you? When was the last time you said grazie mille, mamma, papa? When was the last time you said kansamida? When was the last time you said teshakyu? When was the last time you said efkaristo? When was the last time you said mucho gracias por todo? That was in Turkish, Korean, Spanish, Italian, and Greek. Look at that. 5, baby. All right. No, but seriously, I just spit. The gratitude and how we are grateful affects our health. Wellness Week Live. Now, listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm just DJ Tony from New Jersey. I don't hate, like, subscribe, you struns. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving any healthcare advice, okay? Check with healthcare professionals. I'm just a DJ. How you doing? But let's talk about, and I hear my dog coming up to the studio. Here he is. Rocky. Have you ever met Rocky? Yeah. Rocky's got to go to the doctor. He's got a little, I don't know. I think he scratched like this growth on his lip and it was bleeding. Oh, poor Rocky. He's a 10-pound Shih Tzu. He's not going to cooperate with me. But anyways, so let's talk about being mindful and grateful. Now, you may say, hey, I'm always grateful. What are you talking about? Hey, thank you, right? Thank you. And I'm not talking about that. Okay, that's nice that you say thank you. I'm talking about in your mind, telling yourself, like, I am grateful for this meal I'm about to have before you eat it. That you say it to yourself or you say it out loud. That's one of the great things about saying grace before a meal. You don't have to be, or you don't even have to be religious. You could just say, I'm grateful. Thank you. Grateful for this meal we have. And you might say, come on, shut up. How's that gonna go? I'm dying over here. I need medicine. No, listen to me. So what I usually do, not usually, every day, I say I'm grateful for 5 things 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. And that affects our health. There's a UCLA study that says so. And there's actually hundreds of studies by different medical institutions that also say so, that studies have been done. So this is not just some hyperbole like, yeah, I'm thankful. Taking the time in silence or a moment or before you eat, or when you wake up or before you go to bed. And I advise you to say you're thankful for 5 things or 10 things, but so in the morning I wake up and it doesn't have to be anything grand, you don't have to be like, oh, I don't have a yacht, so what am I going to be grateful for? Come on. So I'll say, like, I'm grateful for my dog, Rocky. Right, Rock? Right. I'm grateful for having literally a roof over my head. I'm not homeless, and you may be like, come on, who's homeless? Well, tens of thousands of people are, and thousands are in your state. So unfortunately, so you could say I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for the job I have. I might not love my job, but I'm grateful I have money coming in. Things like that. Okay, and that's what I usually say. Like, I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm looking forward to having lunch with a friend later on. Things like that. And when you say it, and I would advise saying it, not thinking it. Say it out loud. You don't have to yell it, but say it out loud. You can think it too. That's fine. But that is going to help you become a healthier person 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. We know this because I'm citing the source, UCLA study. And again, there's hundreds of studies from different hospitals and medical institutions. But when we are grateful, it reduces stress. Okay, it releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical in our brain. Now, I'm not saying if you say to yourself, oh, I'm grateful for, this food I'm about to eat. I'm grateful for having a family. All of a sudden you're like, yay, I'm happy. No, not like that. Don't be don't be a struns. Okay. But what I'm saying is you get into a pattern and that helps reduce, doesn't go away, but every bit helps. It helps reduce depression. Okay. It also helps lessen anxiety. Again, I would recommend this throughout the day. It doesn't have to be every minute, but morning, afternoon, and night, take 30 seconds, and say, I'm grateful for my job, or I'm grateful for my friend George, or I'm grateful for. Now, you don't have to say you're grateful for my friend George. That's my friend Mike, my friend whatever, right? Jimmy, my friend Danny, whatever it may be. I'm grateful for my church that I go to. Again, nothing has to be perfect, but just I'm grateful that I have reliable transportation. I'm not driving a Lamborghini, but you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful I have money for the bus, things like that. And this helps support also our heart health. The UCLA study has cited, okay, again, by reducing stress, reducing inflammation. All right. So those things are important. It improves sleep because if you're reducing stress and inflammation, you can get better night's sleep. I'm not saying it's going to knock you out, but every bit helps. This is one bit, again, being grateful for. Being grateful can help aid along with other things like eating right and exercise. I understand you don't have time for everything, but you have time to say you're grateful. So writing it down. I oftentimes will write it down. I'll be like, I am grateful for whatever. I am grateful for the beautiful day the sun was out today. I am grateful for, write it down, and then you could throw it out or keep it a log, whatever it is, right? Write it on a Post-it note and then throw it out, but write it down. Pausing to do that, right? Redirecting our thoughts, when we're like down and out because, you see someone with a nice car, or they're going on vacation, or they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or, whatever. They got huge muscles. I don't. Pause. I'm grateful that I can walk. There are people who wish they had my problems. They can't walk, or they can't see, or they can't hear. And those are people in your town, in your community, in your county. So you don't have to go too far. And I always joke half-heartedly when people say, how am I doing? I go, well, I could be doing worse. I could be living in the Ukraine, and ha, 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 ha. But that's not a joke. That's serious. And I'm grateful that I'm not living in the Ukraine. I'm grateful that I'm living in America. Is America perfectly safe? No, but would you rather live in the Ukraine? I'll send you a one-way ticket. Let's see how that works. You ain't volunteering to live there. So yeah, be happy. We live in America. Grateful, because the luck of the roll of the dice didn't go against you in that respect, but in sharing gratitude, I think that's so powerful to say, hey, I'm grateful that we had coffee today, man. Thank you. Like, say it, just don't believe, well, they know. Well, it's not so much about them. When you're saying you're grateful, hey, thank you for treating me out today, or thank you for making time to hang out, or hey, man, it was really good playing tennis with you today, or it was really good going for a walk with you today. Like, say it, because you benefit from it more than anything. Again, it makes you happier. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect, but it makes you happier. It makes you healthier. It makes you less prone to depression. And again, it has to be a practice 3 times a day, preferably, even if it's just once a day. I used to do once a day. Now I'm up to 3 times a day. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And there's always, always, always something to be grateful for. Always something to be grateful. They make me take off my glasses. Now what? No, but there's always something to be grateful for. If you look, but if you want to look to bitch and complain, you can find that too. You know what I mean? So does it look better with the glasses on or off? I don't know. I think there's a glare in the glasses. Anyways, I'm starting to cry. No, but I mean, because we live in America too. And in America, we get pushed subconsciously all the things that, to be happy, you have to own a home. The American dream, own a home. To be happy, you have to drive this car. To be happy, you have to go on that vacation to that amusement park. To be happy, you have to have, this jewelry. To be happy, they don't explicitly say to be happy, but it's insinuated, right? Like, oh, and then subconsciously we're like, man, I'm not there, or I don't drive that car. I don't have that, person or whatever, and stop. Wait. I have. What do you have? Yeah. And there's always something to be grateful for. So, but it's hard in America too, I think, because we're always pushed, products and services and ideas. Like, just talking to a friend recently about home ownership, and she had said, like, owning a home, the American dream, the American nightmare. And in a way, she's right, because this woman, and it's not indicative of everybody, but a lot of stress, got to pay the mortgage, got to pay the rent, got to upkeep of the house and stuff like that. So, we're pushed these things. The American dream was pushed by banks because banks want to make business. So they, lend you mortgage, right? So they got to make it sound like, something a lot nicer and fluffier than it really is. Like, hey, look, we want to make money off you. How can we do that? You wouldn't buy into that. But if you're like, a home ownership, it's the American dream. Says who? Says who? Why can't you be happy that you live in a studio? Why can't you be happy that you have roommates, that you have a roof over your head, that you're not homeless? Or why can't you be happy that you'll have an apartment for the rest of your life? Cool. What's the problem with that? Who says who? Who says it's not a good life? Says what? So being grateful. Wow, I have a place to live. I have running water. It's safe. I have a place to come home to at night that I can call my own, or I can share with people. That it's, again, I'm here. It's not a war-torn town or country. How about that? How about be grateful for the studio you have, or the room that you're renting, that you have some place to call your own? be grateful for that, right? Be grateful for, okay, I don't have the latest and greatest television or phone or car, but I have reliable transportation. I have a reliable phone. I have, nice pair of shoes, nice pair of pants, so look at what you have. You have your health, relatively speaking. You're alive, relatively speaking, right? But I mean, honestly. So I think when we start to think about that, you're like, yeah, you know what? Life is pretty good. And I encourage you, watch the news a little bit. See, usually it's all negative. So you can always count on the news to only show you negative. But in a way, that's a good thing because it reminds you, damn, I have a lot to be grateful for, So I wouldn't watch the news too much, though, because it's so predictable. Everything's bad. But you know what I'm saying? Like, look, the tornado hit that, or, this person, the home went on fire, or, this person, is in this war-torn country, or they got laid off, or things like that, so like, and you don't want to play a game where it's like, well, I'm not doing as shitty as them. You have empathy. You feel bad for those people who have going through hard times or don't have maybe as much as you. And it's relative, right? Because I always say, if you are living in America, folks, you have it better than 2 billion people easily on Earth, because most of the Earth people live in dirt huts or subpar housing, not clean water. That's not 1 or 2 people. That's millions and millions and millions of people. And what the Earth has about 5 billion people, 1, 2, 3, maybe something like that. So it's easy, to estimate, if you're living on American soil, if you're standing on American soil, you have it better than about 2 billion people. Again, there's a lot to be grateful for, and you don't want to, like I said, always compare yourself, but we live on this earth, and yeah, I mean, you have to look at what you have, and in a way, maybe you don't even have to compare yourself, right? You can just say, hey, I'm grateful for this food I'm eating. I don't have to think about people dying of starvation, I'm grateful for what I have. This is nice. I have a plate of food, I have my family. I have my friend or friends, I have my dog, you're grateful that you have a Ferrari. That's awesome. You're grateful that you have 5 mansions. Great. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I guess I wouldn't get into the comparing thing, because, maybe if you compare, it's a slippery slope, because if you compare against people that have less than you, then maybe you're more apt to compare against people who have more than you. So just be happy what you do have, want what you have. I'm not saying don't strive. Of course you want to better yourself, but better yourself for what? For why? Are you trying to get the 19th pair of sneakers? Is that what it is? Is that bettering your life, really? I would say bettering your life is your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, and your relationships, friends and family. Period. That's it. It's not about what college you go to. It's not about what kind of car you have. I understand we all want those niceties, but that doesn't make life. That doesn't make a happy life. That makes stuff, and once you realize true happiness is not about stuff and things and titles. Oh, I have a master's from this cut. Whatever, bro. Like, you still have to crap and bleed like everybody else. You know what I mean? So it's about family, friends. It's about your health, mentally, physically. Those are the things that really matter, period. And so being focused on that at least 3 times a day. And then we can go back to, I got to get the latest car. I need a new iPhone. I gotta get a bigger television. I gotta go on this vacation. I gotta go on this vacation. Like, then we can go back to the rat race. But 3 times a day, 30 seconds in the morning, 30 seconds in the afternoon, 30 seconds at night, 5 things you're grateful for. Say it, because I do it. And it could be something simple. Like, I'm grateful for the socks I'm wearing. I like these socks. Whatever. I'm grateful. That's 1, right? I'm grateful for this shirt I'm wearing. I actually like this shirt. That's 2. I'm grateful for these reader glasses. They're pretty nice. 3. I'm grateful for this microphone here because it's a nice microphone. I'm grateful for, that's that 4. I'm grateful for the phone that I have. It's old as shit, but you know what? Takes a lick and keep on ticking. So I'm grateful for it. So there you go. You could do the same thing. You know what I mean? And there's always something to be grateful for, and you should do it. Your health depends on it. All right. I believe in you. I want the best for you. Guess what? The best is yet to come for you. I guarantee it. All right, everybody. I'm out of here. Check back in. Hit like, subscribe, share with somebody you love, share with somebody you're grateful for. Grazie mille. Okay, capisci quando io parlare, no? I'm out of here. 5, 4, 3, 2, one.